Hello and welcome to the best damn show you'll ever see. It's the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. I'm Al Lavelle, he's Burn Pockasy, and let's get started with our first segment, which is we gonna rank some fitness moms. Woo-wee! We're gonna check out these fitness moms because they want the attention, and we're gonna see if they actually deserve the attention that they so crave. Benoit, how are you, sir? Are you ready to rank some fitness moms? Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the crop has been really strong lately, so I'm excited to see what we have coming through here tonight.
Yep. All right. Well, without any further ado,
Coming
let
off
me introduce
our
you.
first double bubble. Coming off our first double bubble.
First
So this
double
is
bubble.
big.
I mean,
This is big.
Burn, I've been looking at the list, and pretty good list. So here's our first mom. Her bio is helping busy moms get to the root of autoimmune symptoms and thrive. Heart emoji. IHP2 NASM CPT. Healthy in Real Life podcast. Fitnesssista.com and at Fitnesssista. Instagram handle at Fitnessista, whatever. 27.8 thousand followers. Type micro. Gender female. Bang. Say hello to the one. And I don't know if the only, pretty common name, but say hello to our little friend, Gina Harney. All right, here she is. This is Gina Harney. Now, Burn, you're looking at this, and I'm not going to lie. I know your previous type. Some similarities.
There are some similarities here.
Similarities here. But I want to point something out that I saw that I wasn't a huge fan of. Man, I mean, just look at, open-toed shoes. Total, I don't know if I like this look. I'll tell you, I love a yoga. Love a yoga.
Sure.
But look at right here. See this what I'm saying right here? Look at this right here. See chin? Look at the chin. She got a beauty mark on the chin. I'm not a beauty mark mole guy, especially not on the face.
If it's gonna be anywhere on the face, put it on the chin. As far as the big one on the cheek's always tough for me, but the chin isn't
tough.
as bad.
Cheek's tough. She looks, I think, like maybe, let's say, ethnic Latina? I don't know. Maybe Greek? Possibly Albanian?
Perhaps all of those things might work.
Perhaps?
She did put Sista in there, which makes me think not white, not a full white.
Oh, definitely not full white. Definitely not full white. I don't know what this is. Red light therapy can help you. She is, I mean, one thing she doesn't have to say in her bio is that she smokes a ton of weed. If you're doing all this holistic shit, you're a big old weedy. Weedy.
Also, I don't know if I'm seeing that birthmark in every picture. That may have just been a small blemish or something. I don't know if
dude, you're totally right. It's not there.
I don't know if I see it everywhere. It might have just been a little blemish, which happens to the best of us.
Because it's not here either, right?
Yeah.
Unless it's cropped out. I'll tell you, we haven't gotten any backdoor picks, and that could change the game for us. Let's see what we got here. I mean, little frumpy, if I'm saying. I mean, the fact that she's ranked so high on the list I have of the top moms, I'm just saying. I'm starting to question. All right, let's see what we got here. She's got having a little fun.
She seems fun. Now here's something to consider. She does not. She appears to be more of the holistic, natural. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Getting rid of toxins, cleansing the body, yoga, mindfulness. So the one thing we got going for us here is I don't think she's probably part of that Sandy Handy Club. I haven't seen any weights or kettlebells, dumbbells or bars anywhere.
I'll tell you, you and me, our minds are in sync. Just call us JT and JC Chazé because our minds are in sync, Daddy. I was thinking the same thing. We got a lot of holistics. We got a lot of yogi. You know what I'm saying? But zero kettlebells, zero weights, and a whole lot of, man, I guess it wasn't a beauty mark. I guess it was just the one thing. But yeah, you are totally right.
Probably just the opposite. Probably a ton of moisturizing. A ton of healthy skin.
All moisturized.
Soft hands for sure. which is a plus.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, love some soft hands. Also, I will say this in my experience, these, more holistic types, a lot more freer in the
Mm-hmm.
bed.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
Mm-hmm.
lot holding them back. So, but I don't know. I don't know. This is a tough one. Really didn't get any pictures of the back porch, which could mean two things. One, could be classy, or two, doesn't have one. So, I don't know. It's not enough for me. I'm going to tell you, I know you usually go first, but it's just not enough for me to say she deserves that attention. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Maddie. I mean, you got to weigh your pluses and minuses here. Pluses is no Sandy Handy Club, for sure. Minuses for me,
Huge plus,
huge plus,
huge plus,
huge
huge.
plus. Minuses for me, with all that holistic eating, diet is a bit of a concern, and
Yeah. You think she's cooking you a good meal? No, you're going to be eating like beef sprizzy 6 times a week with some
yeah,
cumin.
and then that also there's a natural reaction that comes with eating all those bean sprouts.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
thinking I might want to avoid that. And also, I don't know. She reminds me of someone, and for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and say I do not think that she deserves that
I'll tell
attention.
you, dude, she also like one thing I know about being around girls that are like vegetarian and like very like conscious. The one thing they don't tell you about those smoking hot rockets is that they shit like fucking mad people,
Yeah,
right?
Clydesdales,
They're big time shitters and like it's a big thing. They might be vegan, but they're also dropping horse piles.
a
And
lot of roughage.
that's yeah. It's all roughage. They eat and
Yeah,
bang like rabbits, but they also shit like them too. So what are you
I'm
gonna do?
gonna I'm gonna go ahead and say that's a double negative. We're gonna let
Double.
Gina.
Wow.
Thanks for coming on the show, but we're gonna
Thank you,
respectfully
Gina.
pass. We're
Really?
gonna
Yeah.
respectfully pass this week.
It's not. It's nothing against you.
No, she seems great. Great hang,
Appreciate
probably.
we gave you like she does. Honestly, all she cares about is the attention, and we gave it to her.
Eh,
So
just
you
not
know,
that attention. That's all.
not that attention. She doesn't deserve it, so she doesn't get it. Burn. We will be moving on. Are you ready to move on?
I
Now
am prepared.
this one's gonna be tough for you, Burn. It's gonna be tough for you, and here's
Okay.
why. Our next person, right? Her bio says she's a fitness coach, certified nutrition coach, jiu-jitsu purple belt, helping women build strength for BJJ. She's a marketing director for at Johnny Slicks. Her Instagram handle is at Allison Capra. She has 30.9 thousand followers on Insta. Her type is micro and her gender is female. Say hello to the one, and I hate that I just fall right into say hello, you know, but
We can
say
work on it.
hello, say hello,
Hey, hello.
say hello,
Howdy.
say hello to the one and the only Allison Capra, 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 Capra. I don't know. A lot going on in this video, Burnt. A lot going on here. A lot
Mm-hmm.
going on. You get some. There you go. Got a
Okay.
jawline on her. Tell
Mm-hmm.
you, got a
Mm-hmm.
jawline. Got some big old feet. She has some big old feet. Capra must be like a married name because there's some big Irish, having 12 kids feet. You know what I'm saying? I've seen
Quad
them big
stompers.
Irish boats my whole life, Daddy. I know plenty of them. I mean, look at the hair, the jawline, the childbearing hips. It's all there. It's all
It,
there. This
it sure
lady, I
is. It
mean,
sure
she
is.
doesn't need to
Textbook.
check her 23 and me. Textbook Irish lass. But you probably might be Italian too, so that shows you how much we know. But yeah, so saying looks like she got a decent old back porch on her. But
Mm-hmm.
Burn, I've been in the mix with some jitsy women.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, is this a transition? Oh, a transition photo here. Ain't mad
The-
at the transition photo here,
no,
Burn.
it's a great job by her.
Burn ain't mad at her. Hey, this is the attention she wants, and we're giving it to her.
We sure
That's
are.
all it is. She wants his attention, and we're gonna give it to her. Ain't mad at this transition photo here, burnt. Honestly, I wasn't mad at the pre-transition.
Wasn't
Tell you
mad at
the
the first
truth.
one. No, wasn't mad at the
No,
first one either.
I'm perfectly fine with, dude. I'm loving both, but like, honestly, if I could take my pick, I'd take the one with a little more jelly. You know what I'm saying?
Take
A
that
little
first
more
one.
jelly for that roll, daddy.
What else we have here? What else we
Another
got?
pre-transition. So here we go.
Yeah, that's.
Someone cut out the booze and the cake and started doing some jits. That is one
Mm-hmm.
thing. Okay, so I've been in the jits mix, and one thing the jits mix will get you, dude, is I don't want to have any fucking kids here. Not when we're rating your mom, bro.
You'll have plenty of time for that in school.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, okay. Whoa. But dude, one thing, I mean, I've been in the mix with the jits women. Okay? I've been in the mix. All right? Is this like a swingers jujitsu
I
camp or
don't know what this.
something?
Yeah, I don't know what this camp is, but it's there's too. It's confusing me. There's too many people.
All right. So, what a week at the Budokan Mixed Movement Athlete Combat Conditioning Certification course. New levels unlocked. The game has changed. This was one of the most impacting weeks of my life. What is Budokan? Budokan is a hybrid movement system that blends martial arts, yoga, mobility training, and meditation into one dynamic discipline founded by Cameron Shane. Budokan, which means a way of spiritual warrior in Japanese, is designed to develop both the body and mind through fluid, intentional movement and disciplined mindset training. Budokan and Jiu-Jitsu share a deep connection in their emphasis of fluidity, control, and presence. And then she goes to say, I can honestly say this training unlocked a whole new level of movement, intention, and awareness in my body. Oi, oi, oi. I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like it's like a swingers camp with some jits. I wonder if it's like, all right, if you can submit me, then we'll bang. You know, like maybe that's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Hey,
that's
like get us up.
a
Hey,
fun
hit an
little
arm
game.
bar, get a beach. Hit a Umapod, get some anal. I don't know what we're doing here. This is a weird. I'm not sure. Burn. I mean, but also, can I
The
say
slip
something about
inside
the face?
throws me off a
Like,
little bit. Yeah,
right. Like, can I say something too? The body, like, I ain't mad at it, right? Honestly, I liked it when it had a little more koosh, a little more cushion.
sure.
Here we go. Not a bad pick. Not a
No,
bad pick. Didn't mind when it had a little more cushion. I mean, who's that guy? Hello.
he'll come back next week for him.
Yeah, yeah. How about it? When are we gonna start rating daddies on this show? But my thought is thus. I mean, I do love tattoos. I'm a tattoo gal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing, dude. There's a big thing. Like a lot of guys will bring some guys will bring their wives to training, and I don't go near them because like look at the position they're in,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
you're basically just missionarying with this person for a long time, and it's
yeah.
tough, dude. It's tough. Like I don't train with any of the like I try not to train with any of the women, and then also like my daughter goes there. There's other daughters like there. It's like a unwritten rule of like just don't. Like it's a thing. Unless they're like your kid or you're a coach. Like even if you're a coach,
Right.
I don't get into position with the kids. Like I'll show them like, "Hey, do this." If it's one of the boys, I'm beating the piss out of them, and
Sure.
it's fun.
Sure.
But one of the girls, like you can't really do that stuff. But it's kind of weird. I don't know. Some things get weird, but like when it's like a wife, I'm like, dude, that's kind of hands off. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then there's like single ladies that are there too. That it's just like, what do you got? But the girls also like kind of train with each other. So,
Sure. Well, that makes sense. That makes
but there's never. I'm also saying like there's never been an incident of like that type of stuff. Like everyone's super respectful. But I don't know. It's just like a thing. I don't know. But Burn, back to the topic at hand. I would just say for me, and we're asking for me, not for anyone else.
just for you.
Uh, oh, where did she train out of Virginia? Fuck off. Go to Naga or smoke a chode. Fucking out of state bullshit. Virginia, dude. Come on. It's PA or go shove your mother. But, or PA, New York, Jersey, the big three. But either way, Burn, the face a little too manly. The body, I mean, it's okay. A little too hard bodied. But I don't know. I don't know. Dude, I'm going to do a double no tonight. I'm gonna
Double
double
no for
no her.
Maddie.
Double no her. But
Oh.
Burn, honestly, you like getting tussled a little bit? You want to get
That's what
tussled?
see like at this point in my life, I'm
You want a
looking
little
at this.
tussling?
I'm
You want
looking
a
at
little
this.
tuss?
I think it's gonna be a sneaky yeah for me. That's a
A
sneaky
sneaky
yeah.
one.
A sneaky yeah. You know what? Upon review, I do think you deserve that attention. That's a sneaky yeah for me.
It's a sneaky, yeah. Not that. I'll tell you this. You know, it's one thing that I remember seeing in the show Scrubs. So, okay, so no for me, yes for you. Good, we'll
That's
move
correct.
on.
Yep,
One
that's
thing I
correct.
remember seeing in the show Scrubs that I always try to remember is there was a scene where they talked about waiting to see a nurse that was like weird hot. There's a weird hot factor
Yeah,
going on.
there's a factor there. There's something going on there
Yeah,
that works for me.
strangely hot, weirdly hot. I'm a fan of it. I'm down with it, you know?
Just caught my
But Burn,
tickled my
that
fancy.
tickled your fancy. Get that fancy tickle, daddy. But here we go. We're moving on. We're having fun. We're shaking a leg. We're moving on to our next segment, which is your favorite segment, which is Sucks Out Loud. Ready for a little Sucks Out Loud, daddy?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait.
Woo-hoo! Love getting you juiced up for some Sucks Out Loud. You ready, babe?
What do we got this week, Maddie?
Okay. So, so, Burn. You know what sucks out loud? People who use the flash pass at a smaller amusement park.
Oh,
If you're at
oh
Disney
man.
and it's 20-hour rides, I get like at that point if you don't use the flash pass, you're going to do one ride. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
get it. I get it. Disney, you definitely need to do it. And it's just another way. It's basically saying like you already paid to go to this park where the rides are going to be for free, but now we're going to make you pay twice to go on the ride. Like it is genius. Disney just
it
knows
is.
how to just work money. But one thing, I was at this place called Sesame Place in Northeast Philadelphia,
Lovely.
which goes to show it's just like Disney in the fact that it's not anything like Disney. But Sesame Place, we're there, took my kid, kids, right? And it's the same deal. You pay to get in, and every ride's supposed to be free, which it is, right? We're hitting it's half water park, half normal park, right?
Okay.
But the rides are designed, it's Sesame Place, so you're catering to a younger demo, you
Sure.
know? Like you're catering to like, my kid's 5, right? So like she, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that's kind of your perfect
You're
demo,
you're probably aged out of that by 8 years. By 8 years old, if you're like the oldest kid there who has to go with your younger
Yeah.
siblings, and you're 8, you're like, I'm kind of bored by this.
Right, right. If you're 10 years old, you're just like, okay, we're just going through the motions,
Right.
Like there's not a whole lot for you. There's some things, but not a ton. So we're there. It's a Monday, kind of packed for Monday, hot day, right? We get through the whole water park. I took both my kids by myself on the lazy river. It's great. You
Beautiful.
know, Then they have like a wave pool, kind of mini wave pool thing, which was fine, you know. And then did the lazy river, did like they have a couple like water playground things. We did whatever. Got done the water part. Changed our clothes. We're dry now.
You know what?
Right?
Can I say one thing too? This is kind of the nice part about, we've had debates on the show before about amusement park or water park, but for the most part, the water park section, you're not dealing with a lot of lines. A lot of it is
Yeah.
there'll be some tubes and some lazy rivers, a little bit of lines,
Sure.
but the lines clearly are not as big. And there's a lot of stuff like the wave pool or the little splash around stuff. You can just get in and go. You're not spending a
Yeah.
whole lot of time in line. So big advantage of the water park with kids is not as many lines. But then of course
Good.
you get dried off and now it's time for the rides and
Yeah.
here we go.
Well, it's like you have like a thing like, hey, I don't feel like waiting in line. I'll hit the wave pool for a little bit, go back to another line, hit the lily
Mm-hmm.
pads, go back, hit the river, go back. You know what I
Keep
mean?
them
Like,
moving.
so
You keep them moving.
right, like you can have like some stuff that takes a little longer. Also, good thing about the lazy rivers, like you don't have to get off after one thing. You can just kind of stay on, so you can do a couple laps. Which we
Nice.
ended up doing 2 laps. First lap, my daughter did in a tube. Second lap, no tube, just life jacket. And I was like, you're staying right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta be
Yeah.
tight. We gotta be
Fucking
tight.
crazy lady. And then, so then we get changed and we head to dry land, right? And it is like, 12 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's getting hot, right?
Beaten down.
So we're trying to hit a couple rides. We go to a ride, Elmo's Rocket, right? Only half the ride is working. Okay. So it means only 6 people can get on at a time. We are standing in this line forever. Okay. Some of the other lines, they kind of got smart of like, let's try and just jam pack this thing the fuck up and get the, so it's like maybe like a long line, even though it's long, it's maybe 2 rotations,
Right.
because we can fit so many people. Fine. But when you're going 6 at a clip,
That's a lot. Yeah, that's rough.
it's a long line. But we got to do it. It's Elmo. It's Elmo. Whatever.
Right.
Couldn't do the swings again. Ran right on that fucking thing. Couldn't do the swings again. But whatever. So we're sitting there, right, for Elmo. And then, like, I'm counting. I'm like, okay, this 6 will go. Then one more 6. Then us. And I'm like, okay.
Finally.
We've been here so long. My daughter's been sitting on my shoulders. We've started the conversation with the people in front of us. Like, it's just, we're all in this. Like, it's a thing, right? We're there. And then all of a sudden, there's the group going, the 6 in front of us, and then we'll be part of the following 6, right?
Beautiful.
The group is going now. Then all of a sudden, a group of kids and a cunt mom walk up to the fast pass line, right? It's like a door, a gate. And they're like, hi, there's 6
real
of us.
special.
Yeah, there's 6 of us and we're going next. The kid says this to the guy, and the guy's like, you're not going next. Those 6 will go next, then you'll go after them. Then the mom comes up like, we have the flash pass, we're going next. And he's like, no, you're not. Those people are going, then you will go. You will wait. And the mom's like, but we have the flash. He's like, this is what's happening, okay? I have 6 people. Everyone here has been waiting, all right?
Right, you're gonna have to wait
your
5 minutes.
Fuck mouth. Right.
Not even.
Just to let you know, this is Sesame Place, and you have a flash pass, which means you are the biggest twat. So shut the fuck up, right? Like, what have you even skipped? Like, there's a couple of lines, like, I felt like we had the flash pass because there was no one there, right? It was a fucking
right
Monday, But, so we're there. Dude, the death stare that they got for using the flash pass at Sesame Place.
Of course.
All of them would have been just killed instantly. So, yeah.
You know what?
Flash pass at a small park, go fuck yourself. Burn your thoughts.
Well, here's really the killer of the flash pass, right?
Tell me,
that
Daddy.
Back in the day, right, everyone's waiting in the same line. So, like, you catch another dad, and he's just as tired as you are and exhausted, or the one kid starts crying, and everybody is there like, it's like if you have a kid and then another kid cries on an airplane, you're like, I can't be mad. I know they're trying. You know what I mean?
Right.
The flash pass divides. It creates a class system inside the amusement park that divides. There's no solidarity anymore. No. Now all of a sudden you're just like, look at these fucking fat cats waltzing up, and some entitled 5-year-old's gonna tell the guy who's going next. Listen, waiting in line sucks. But it builds character, and it's important to do, because most good things that come to you in this world do not happen instantaneously. You got to wait. You got to suffer a little bit. You got to make a little sacrifice. We're sucking that message out from these kids with that flash pass right away, especially at Sesame Place. Especially, like you said, Disney's huge. Disney's expensive. People have to travel, far and wide to get there. You're trying to maximize your absolute. Most people, if they get a chance to go once in their life, probably only go once in their life.
Right.
So you're trying to jam everything in. Sesame Place in Northeast Philly. They should be ashamed for even offering the flash pass. Now I get why they do it. If they could bang a couple extra bucks, why not? No big deal. Follow a Disney model. But man, you want to create a class system of haves and have-nots immediately. That's what leads to revolutions, Matt. And that's what the flash pass is going to do. It's a bad idea for the park. And when people are rolling around with pitchforks and torches, burning Sesame Street to the ground, don't say that we didn't warn you, because you did it. Right. You did it.
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell you.
Tiny joint sucks out loud.
Yeah. Sucks out loud. I'll tell you this too. None of those kids made any friends that day.
Sure didn't.
None of them. Because they showed up with the flash pass. Every kid in that line just said, fuck you. Fuck you. We're 5 and fuck you.
Yeah, your daughter made a friend waiting in line. Will she ever see them again?
Friend.
No, but for a couple minutes she made a friend. That's important.
Yeah, they pound around. They went to the Monster Clubhouse and bullshit and whatever, and they're whatever, talking about princesses and all this fucking 5-year-old bullshit, whatever.
Beautiful.
Having fun.
Beautiful.
It's part of it.
Yeah. It robs the kids of that experience. It robs them the chance to gain a little character. And it robs them the chance to experience what the rest of real life is going to be like, which is a lot of times waiting around and doing shit you don't want to do because you got to do it. So I say the flash pass is it sucks out loud. especially a
Yeah,
small joint. Sucks out loud.
at the smaller place, go flub. You know what?
Take a lap.
Go flub your mother. Take a lap. All
Take
right,
a
and
lap.
that does it. That does it for good old sucks out loud. That was a good sucks out loud. I need to
That
vent
was a
on
good
that.
sucks out
Thank
loud.
you.
Yeah. I don't
Thank you.
blame you, Maddie. That would have bothered me too.
Flash pass at a small joint. Go suck out loud. Go suck an egg. All right. Put an egg in your shoe and beat it. All right. But Burn, next up, it's time for your favorite segment. Are you ready?
What do we got today, Maddie?
Burn. I got a little fun stuff for you. Got a
Ooh,
couple of
factoids.
fun facts. All
Fun
right.
facts. Let's go.
First thing I'm going to tell you about is World War II's most brutal soldier. You ready?
I am prepared.
Here we go. Fun
I
fact.
think.
So, Jake McNasty McNeast beat the shit out of his high school bully, right? Then joined the military the next day. Okay. He beat up a couple of military police called MPs, and he was such like a screw up that they stuck him in his own platoon by himself. They dropped him in on D-Day, right? And those guys were supposed to go, like him and his platoon were supposed to go hold this bridge. He loses all of his men, right? And an entire battalion of SS Germans showed up, told him to move, and he said, "Hey, how about this? Go flug your mother and take a lap, SS soldiers," right? And then so James McNasty Manise and 38 random paratroopers held back an entire battalion of SS German soldiers, right? And then they bring him back after that, and his chain of command is like, hey, we want you to be a Pathfinder, okay? And he's like, they just wanted to get him killed, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
This
So,
guy's a headache.
but Pathfinder School is in the same town as Oxford was in. So, like some of the boys were off fighting the war. So Oxford was just full of like hot random college chicks, right? So
Sure.
James McNasty McNeese is a certified killer, just getting all of this smart English strange.
Coxman, just Coxman.
Just he gets everything deserves, right? So at Pathfinder School, he ends up graduating top of his class. He assembles his like dreams team of inglorious bastard killers. Okay, so then the Battle of the Bulge happens, right?
Ever heard of it?
I'm not talking about the bulge he got in his pants nailing all them college girls. Okay, he's at the Battle of the Bulge. They saved the 101st Airborne. They end up going into Heinrich Himmler's fucking castle, right? And then he's sitting out the rest of the war there, just whacking around some fancy art in Heinrich Himmler's castle, and then, drinking the most expensive wine on the planet at the time, just getting hammered, riding $1 million horses, and he meets this girl who is literally a Nazi princess, right? Or, the next thing to a Nazi what a princess would be in Nazi land. And then he bangs her for the rest of the time he's in Germany. And then he comes back home after the war and becomes a mailman.
McNasty.
Jake McNasty McNeese, Daddy. He's the best. He's the best.
What a career. And then he's like, and after all that, now I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a nice, quiet life as a mailman.
Yeah, and just
good for him.
Just plow housewives forever.
Good for McNasty.
If Jake McNasty McNeese was my mailman, I would be like, yeah, please bang every hot mom and dad. Just bang every mom around. Everyone. You're McNasty McNeese. Just do it.
I like the fact that he beat up his high school bully and then enlisted the next day. Like he was like, all right, next level. I'm done with this crowd. I'm going to go from beating up my high school bully to fighting Nazis immediately. Like that's a level up right there.
He's like, I'm going to the war. I might die. I might as well just beat the shit out of this bastard. You know.
And also, now I can beat him bad enough that they probably won't send me to jail if I enlist the next day.
Right. So I'm going to the war, guys. Sorry, I know I beat him half to death, but what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I mean, also, who's the cunt that's bullying? If this is Jake McNasty McNeese, who's bullying this guy?
I'm guessing he had a bit of a growth spurt or something.
Right. Or it's like the kid whose dad was the principal or something. You know what I mean? Like the kid he thought he was untouchable. He's like, well, you're not untouchable anymore. I'm going to save our country.
Or he was just he was a mild-mannered guy And all of a sudden, this bully one day went too far and unlocked something that, unfortunately for the Nazis, may have lost them the war.
Yeah, I mean, this bully is responsible for. I mean, it technically is the bully the hero then?
He
Because
might
he
be the
brought. I
hero.
mean, he was just Jake McNeese before, but this bully brought out McNasty,
He brought
and
out, he
then
woke up McNasty.
he woke up in Nasty, and then the Nazis got cream. So shout out to the bully. Hey,
Shout out to the bully.
bullying works. Bullying works.
If there's one message this podcast has always preached, it's always been pro bully. Okay, we've
Pro
always been
bully.
pro bully.
Pro
Pro
bully.
bully.
Pro bully.
Toughen
Bro,
up.
because you got to say, also pro standing up to your bullies,
100%.
Yeah.
Bully the bullies.
Yeah, yeah. So that was Jake
Okay,
McNasty
McNasty.
McNeese.
All right,
So
McNasty. I like that.
you like that? That was a pretty good. That
A
was
little
a
piece of
pretty
history.
good, Daddy. Love a little history. Are you ready for the next one?
Hit me, Maddie. What do we got?
Another fun fact about our boy, and this is, I mean, this is the story of a coxman. I mean, a world-renowned coxman that we all know and that we all love, and I love him for his coxmanship, but also for being an Irish president. And I'm talking about the
Oh,
one
yeah.
and the one and the only JFK, John Cena, JFK, right? So JFK, you know him, you love him. He was just the best, dude. He was a total freaking gangster, man. So,
Literally.
do
I
you
mean,
know? Oh,
literally. Like one generation removed from this game.
yeah, totally. Also, I told you this. He was the richest president to ever take office.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Do you know? Okay, here's a question. Do you know what his paperweight on his desk in the Oval Office was?
No, I don't.
It was a half of a coconut.
A half of a coconut?
Yep. Here, you want to hear? Want to hear why?
A real coconut?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never heard that before.
Okay. So, okay. So, yeah. Okay. So the half of a coconut was a distress letter he carved after a PT Boat 109 got rammed in half by the Japanese destroyer. Two of his men died, right? And he swam back out and dragged a one of his men through the ocean back to a like an island holding his uniform in his teeth, right? He broke his back saving the dude, wrote a distress letter on a coconut, right? Gave it to an indigenous person that lived on the island who delivered it to the U.S. military and went and saved him and his men.
Get out of here.
And that's the coconut that he kept. Yeah.
That's awesome.
JFK was on a boat, right? The boat was destroyed by a Japanese destroyer, hence the name, right? So then him and two of his soldiers were out. They were all floating out. He swam. He made it to an island, then saw two of his guys, swam out, saved one of the guys, holding him by his teeth with the uniform. In doing so, he broke his back, right? And then while he's there, he carved a distress letter on a half of a coconut husk, right? Then gave it to an indigenous person on that island and told them, please give this to the U.S. military, right? He gave this to the guy, the guy then got it to the U.S. military, who ended up coming and saving him. And then JFK somehow got that coconut back and kept it on his desk as a paperweight in the Oval Office when he was president. I mean, if you were a visiting head of state and you came in and saw that coconut and you're like, dude, what? He's like, oh, read the message on the inside. I wrote that with a broken back after saving one of my soldiers' lives after our boat was destroyed in the Pacific in World War II. And then this indigenous kid who, no language barrier here, right, took it to the U.S. military, and I was able to save me and my guy because of this coconut. Anything else you want to say? Anything you want to do here? Huh? Huh? Hey, Marilyn, stay under the desk. Because you know what Papa wants. You know? That's fucking JFK, Daddy.
That's using your coconut right there, man.
Phew.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I never heard that story.
Unbelievable, right? I mean, if you didn't love JFK before, I mean, plowing Jackie and Marilyn, you know?
And anybody else who couldn't run away. Yeah, and I mean, like
Oh,
the fact that he got it back is awesome because the guys were
that's the
coming to look
best.
for him and be like, all right, I mean, we got to go check out this beach, like
Right,
just
right,
to see if
right.
it's real. Like, holy shit, that's the guy who carved the coconut,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
That's awesome.
Johnny. That's
That's awesome.
Johnny. I would love too if he like found the indigenous kid and was like, "Hey, you and me, you're gonna, and he ended up being like odd job or something for, you know what I mean? Like it
Right.
was just like his henchman for the rest of his
You're
life.
you're coming with me, kid.
And the guy carried around like a blow dart, you know?
My valet, like Kato.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be the best, dude. Oh my
Dude, that's
God. But
awesome.
dude, how awesome is that, dude? I mean, I loved JFK before, but now I fucking love the
Yeah,
guy.
that's a really cool story. I'm surprised I never
Yeah.
heard that before.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty awesome, right? So,
Sweet,
okay.
Maddie. Fun
Yeah.
facts.
Those were the two. I know it's only two and you're used to more, Burn, but they're
No,
two
listen,
juicers, Daddy. They're two
we're all,
juicers.
we're always looking for quality over quantity. We'll always take quality over quantity. We got
Love your sweater,
McNasty
by the
and
way, tonight.
JFK. Oh yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the PVP.
Yeah. Jake McNasty McNeese and John F. Kennedy Jr. I mean, two of the best. Two of the
Couple of
best.
hot
Shout out.
asses. Couple of hard asses.
Couple of hardos. So, Burn, that takes us to our next segment. Are you ready to play a little Who's That Dude? A little Who's That
Who
Dude,
that
Daddy?
dude, baby? Who
All
that
right.
dude?
So, Benoit, I really liked doing the historical gimmick last week, and I'd love if you'd let me do it again.
Fire away, Maddie. I'm still mad about Cassius Clay.
I
But
mean, I fucking dirt dogged my
yeah,
dick
you
off your
did.
pants,
You did.
didn't
That
I?
was good. That was
Did
really
a little
good.
dirt dogging with that dick, Daddy.
You sure did.
All
You
right.
sure did.
So here we go. What president is responsible for obtaining almost half of the United States in landmass?
Okay.
What president is responsible for obtaining almost half of the United States? Your options are James K. Polk, Andrew Jackson, John Tyler, Millard Fillmore, or Chester A. Arthur. Once again, what president is responsible for obtaining almost half of the United States in landmass? All right, we'll just say half of the continental United States. Can I say that? Uh,
Sure. Sure.
your options are James K. Polk, Andrew Jackson, Johnny Tyler, Millie Fillmore, and Chester A. Arthur. Talk to me, Daddy.
Okay.
Thinking out
Uh,
loud. Think out
all
loud.
right.
Let me hear you
All
think
right.
out loud.
Well, you caught on quick with the money question. So you gave me a bunch of guys who aren't on any money.
Yeah. Learn that fucking Well, Jackson.
I mean, Jackson
right?
is, but there's only one.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. I really fucking dicked my dick on that one. If I wasn't so fucking clever. Still sore on that one, Benoit. Still a
okay.
little sore. Huh?
All right. First question.
Talk to me.
Was this okay? My first question is going to be, was this area, was it obtained like piece by piece or all at once? Like, was this president taking like chunk here, chunk there, chunk there, chunk there? Was it mostly like a big
I know
conquering or something like that?
He accumulated all during his term.
Okay, so all during a term. Okay. Uh,
Who's that dude?
was it mostly purchased or one or
Yep.
it was one.
It was not
one.
purchased, Daddy.
Okay. That's a big question right there.
Very good one. I know you're
Okay.
tossing around a couple names, and I know one of them. I know one of them just because I know you know enough historical information to know one guy did get some stuff.
Yeah.
But how did he get it?
Interesting. Okay, so it was.
You need me to read the list of names again?
No, it's Polk, Jackson, Tyler, Fillmore, and Arthur. Right.
God damn, you're a smart one, boy.
No, I wrote him down.
Oh,
Um,
well, fuck on my face then.
okay. Let's see.
Think out loud, Daddy. What do you got?
Yeah. Was this president a one term or a two-term president?
One. One and done.
Okay. Um,
Like you fucking know the terms of these twats.
I mean,
Was
some of
he
them I
I
do.
thought you were gonna ask the question I thought you were gonna ask was this president white? And I was gonna say, why he certainly is white.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm a little bit better than that. All right. So they're a one-termer, which actually
Yeah.
doesn't help that much because the two-termer didn't start until a little bit later. Um, all right, let's see here. So we know it's a one-term president. We
Yeah.
know it was area that was won, not purchased. So we can toss the
Yeah.
Louisiana purchase out of
Great
there.
question. Great question.
We know that all of this land was now acquired in a single term. So I guess maybe that wasn't my best. Let's see here. Was this president? What was the political party in this president?
Oh, scheisse. Can I look that up real quick?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Jeez. I don't know.
It's not going to help me a ton.
Who's this girl? Dun, 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 dun. Man, golly, I could not tell you.
Well, they get weird too because
Yeah.
they weren't always the same. You know,
Gosh. Democratic Party.
it was a Democratic president.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. So I know things used to be different. So I know Jackson was a Dem. Um, I know. I don't think it is. I don't. All right, Jackson's a Dem. I think Polk's a Dem. I don't know what Fillmore was. I do know that Tyler was a Whig only because uh, there's a guy who was. I think there's just a little off story. Tyler had a kid. We talked about this. Tyler had a kid when he was like in his 70s, and then that his grandson died like a few years ago because he had a
Oh,
kid like in his
really?
70s, and then his son had a kid in like his 70s, and so there was like, yeah, his grandson just died as an old man like a couple years ago.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
all right, so Dem. So I have one more question because I can't. Yeah.
The
Uh,
Whig Party? Is that what you said?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There were wigs.
Unbelievable.
Um,
Unbelievable.
but I don't know what Millard Fillmore was, and I don't know what Chester A. Arthur was. So that didn't do me a ton of help. Well, it did me a little bit of help. I got rid of Tyler. Um, did this person did this person ever win a famous duel?
Uh,
Like a really famous duel.
I mean, if he did, I'm not entirely sure, so no.
Okay. All right. Um, I am gonna go. My final answer here. I'm going James K. Polk.
James K. Polk?
I'm going Polk. I
And
think
your
Polk.
reasoning behind that is?
I'm pretty sure he was a Dem.
Okay.
Um, I know Tyler wasn't. I don't think Chester A. Arthur was, and I just don't know enough about Fillmore. I don't know enough about Fillmore, but Polk was kind of early enough. Like I think he was like, I don't remember what president he was, but it was early. It was like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It was somewhere in that like
Yeah, he was like the
around.
pre-Lincoln phase.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's an area of tremendous expansion. So I'm going to go James K. Polk. My guess is Polk.
Well, Burn, let me tell you something. You're right.
Get the
Fucking
fuck
good
out of here.
job.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, good.
All
Hey, good deductive
right.
reasoning. Good questions. You ready?
Hit me.
James K. Polk. He was the 11th president of the United States. So
11. Okay.
he was a one-term guy because he was a dark horse out of nowhere and he promised everyone in his party that he'll only do one term so that way some of the guys that are like building up,
He'll
they
get out of the way
can.
for it.
Right. He's like, look, I'll just get one term and then you can get ready to take over. Right. And then immediately he starts fucking with the British about Oregon. Right. And he's just like, look, you fucking twat. So they, like, at this time, in like, this is like 1846, we'll say. Right. Uh, the British owned the Oregon Territory, which was like Oregon, Washington, and I think Idaho, right? And I
Sounds about
not
right.
Idaho, but Idaho, and like parts of Montana. So Oregon, Washington, Idaho, parts of Montana was owned by the British at this time, right? And they're out there, which is they're just like beaver hunting and all that stuff, which is what you're trying to do every weekend.
So you only do.
So the British and Americans were both hunting the same territory, and Polk was like, no, we're not. We're done with this. You can go flub yourself, England, right? And he said that the longitude and latitude was 54 and 40, right? So he went to the Brit. His slogan for his presidential campaign was 54 and 40 or fight, right? Which is pretty great,
That's pretty good.
He's like, look, we're getting this longitude and latitude was like the line, and he's like, look, either give us this or we're fighting, right? And he was saying to the British, like, hey, if you don't do this, we're just gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? And so British tried to call, like, they tried to call his bluff, and they were just like, fucking fine, just take it, we're done. So he did the slogan 54 and 40 and fight, and he won. So that territory, which is huge,
Yeah.
and like I said, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, or Idaho, all that.
Idaho,
They
probably
got
parts of
that.
Montana, stuff like that.
Yeah. So then he was like, all right, time to get Texas. Okay. So he starts fucking with the Mexicans. Like, said he would send troops down to just to see if the Mexicans would shoot first, and then he'd have a reason to be like, hey, we're
Right.
going in, So eventually they did go because he just kept sending troops down there that the Mexicans were like, what the fuck, So eventually they did go to war, right? And he sent 70,000 troops in. So immediately they took over California, like Nevada, Arizona,
New
New
Mexico.
Mexico, Texas, all that, like that whole thing right there, right?
Wow.
So, yeah, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, California, Texas, all of that, right? And then, so when Polk was initially instigating this war with Mexico, right? He was like, he's like, dude, we're sending them down there. And then, they're gonna fucking, if they shoot, we're gonna get them. So if they fucking shoot, we're going in. They shot first. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, they shot our troops, and there was one person out of the whole senatorial cabinet that stood up, and it was a one-term senator from Illinois who stood up and said, do you think were we on their territory when they shot at us? Like, were we in Mexico when they shot at us? And everyone's like, dude, shut the fuck up. No one cares where we were when they
Yeah.
shot. The fact is, they shot at us first, so we're retaliating. We're not the bad guys here. And that one-term senator from Illinois, fucking honest Abe Lincoln,
I was going to
right?
say, was that Abraham Lincoln right there?
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, yeah. Yeah. So so everyone was like, Lincoln, shut your fucking dick up, right? So, and he's like, yeah, we're just trying to take Texas. So go fuck off, and we're gonna, So Polk ended up, he added, like, think about it, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada,
California,
California,
like,
Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. So literally added like a third
yeah,
of.
yeah,
I know
that is
Jackson.
wild.
Jackson added a lot in the Louisiana purchase. Like he got like pretty much all the Midwest and Alaska,
Yeah,
But like, dude, like like a big chunk, like the whole West Coast, you know.
and Texas, like, and everything connecting that to Texas, which
And he
then
did
creates
this.
such a border that it's like, all right, who's coming? Who's like, we're just gonna swallow up everything else inside here now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
that pretty much ends expansionism for anybody else. It's just like everything between Chicago and California is going to be ours any minute now. So if you're still
yeah.
hanging around there, you might as well. If you're in whatever South Dakota is, you might as well hit the bricks because we're coming for that too. Like,
Yeah. So and then
damn.
but also he did this all in one term too, right?
I was gonna
So
say
like
this is a busy guy,
all in one
just
term.
picking fights.
So yeah, so he did this all in one term. So he worked his like tail off so much. He was tired. He was so exhausted that when he got done his one term, he went back to Tennessee and just died.
He just died right away. Just died.
Yeah,
Just like, all right, I'm done.
3 months after leaving office, right? The shortest retirement of any POTUS, he died. He was just so exhausted. He's like, oh fuck, man. Jeez, they really took it out of me. But yeah, so that's what. Yeah, so that was
Dude,
James K. Polk. Pretty
our,
cool, huh?
our presidents look like, you see how like a 4 term or an 8 term or 4 year 8 year president, you see how much they age like in their term. Think about how
Uh,
much that guy crammed into 4 years. He probably took 20 years off his life in
easily,
those 4 years,
easily. I just love too that
fighting
he
the
was
Mexicans
like,
and the Brits too.
yeah,
Just like, who's
yeah.
closest to us? Whoever's closest to us, we're starting something.
Also, it was almost like he was just saying like to England, like, get the fuck, we're done now.
So yeah,
Like, we got it. This whole thing happened, but this is fucking
yeah,
over. Like, think about it too, like 17, this was in the 1840s,
yeah. Do you
you
see
know
how
what I
far away
mean?
you guys are
So
from
it's like
England?
65 years since we took, you know what I mean? Like, since the
Get out of
revolution.
here.
So
Get out
it's
of here.
like, buddy, 65 years, like, you're fucking done. We're
Go
not
home.
doing this anymore.
Just
Quit
go home.
hunt. Yeah. No one wants you here. Fucking no one likes that we have to have two different types of money in these territories. Go
Yeah,
fucking put an egg or
yeah.
shoe and beat it. Right?
We'll handle the
Otherwise, yeah.
we'll handle the beaver pelts from here, guys. You guys feel free to
Also,
scram.
imagine if you're like part of the British military and you have to be stationed around the world and you're fucking sent to rural Oregon in the 1840s. You know? The British troops are probably like, come on, man. I'd rather go to India or Afghanistan than
So look
fucking
at, how do
here.
we get home? Well, you got to
Yeah.
sail around South America, dickheads. Enjoy
Yeah.
the Pacific and the Atlantic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucking nice trip back. Yeah, have a good time. So yeah. So he told the British 54 and 40 or we fight. Fucking great slogan. Told them to fuck right off. So they fucked off. Then instigated a war. So yeah, James K. Polk, right? And he did a one term, right? First off, he got the term. He was a dark horse, but he told everyone in his party, he's like, dude, don't run against me. I'm only doing one term. Get your shit in order. So when I'm done my term, you guys just take over. Okay? That's the deal. And everyone's like, okay, fine. No one will run against you. You run on, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one in our
Yeah,
party will run it against you. You can just fucking have it, right? He goes in right away. He tells the British, because at the time they had occupied the northwest part of the United
yeah.
States, he tells them, get the fuck
It's
out of here.
over. It's over, guys.
His slogan was, the longitude and latitude was 54 and 40. He told them 54 and 40 or we fight. So get off. Then the British effed off, right? Because they're like, fine, we're done with this anyway. You guys whipped us, we're done. So then after he does that, he starts instigating a war with Mexico so he can get the southern half of the West Coast. So he sends 70,000 troops down to like the Mexican U.S. border, right? And then he's like, just instigate a fight, get him to shoot
Yeah,
at us,
they're just
and
down
then
there
we'll
going,
retaliate.
we're not touching you. We're
I'm
not
not
touching
touching
you.
you.
We're
I'm
not
not
touching
touching
you.
you. I'm not touching. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what he did. He told him instigate a fight, so we can fight him. They shot first, right? And then he was like, okay, 70,000 troops, go take over, which they did. basically instantly, right? They took over, and then also while they're taking over, right? There's only one senator that objected to it. They're like, "Whoa!" The senator was like, "Whoa, where were they when they shot at us? Were we on Mexican territory?" And everyone's just like, "Buddy,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Clap
No
your trap,
one
Beanpole.
cares. Don't be a douchebag, Beanpole." And it ended up, it was Abraham Lincoln was the only one that was just like, "Hey, whoa, let's be honest here." And everyone's like, "Fuck your honesty, Abe." Right? Sent 70,000 down there, fucking crushed. He ended up getting California, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, and Texas.
That's
And
wild.
then, yeah. And then that's how the continent was shaped. And then literally finished his 4-year term. He did all this in 4 years and then went home 3 months after he was
And
done
just
being the
kicked the bucket.
president, just died.
Went home and
That
just
is
died.
James
What a
K.
dude.
Motherfucking Polk. Big fan.
Put some respect on his name for sure, man. That's
Dude,
how you handle business.
I haven't said this in a while, but fan of the show, listener of the show, dude.
Listen to the show. Absolutely. You know we're right down James K's alley.
Oh, dude. If there was a president now like fucking James K. Polk, they wouldn't let him run one term. They'd be like,
No.
God, your dick is so great. Just fucking
You got to stay for 4. Yeah, you got to stay. You got to stay.
Come on, daddy. So, Bern, that does it for the segments of this show. You want to take us out?
Yeah, Manny. Another great Who Dat Dude. Thanks to everyone out there for tuning in, checking out our Retorted show. Make sure you're checking us out on Tuesdays when we guess that news. Please, guys, and we're just asking you, leave some comments, right? Like us, subscribe to us on all your favorite podcast platforms and YouTube. That's Matt Lavelle. I'm Vern Podcasty, just bringing you that McNasty, JFK, James K. Polk energy. Thanks for coming out.